different. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different today. I'm actually going to be talking about something that's kind of weird and not important at all, but I just kind of thought this was interesting to talk about. We're going to be talking about video game boxes, video game spines, and we're going to start with my Wii games now. I do have a few, actually don't know, I do have a few Wii games here that I don't have actual boxes for. Okay, I can use this. So, I do have these games. I don't have real boxes for them. But the rest of my games, I have real boxes for. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the standard spines on these boxes. So it seems like the standard Wii game boxes, they say Wii up here, and then on the side it has the game font, and then it's just a white box. There's not really anything to, and this isn't like the Switch boxes, which are like uniform, but it has the game logo on it. So like here's the game logo, Kirby's Epic Yarn, and that's just the spine. Same thing with these games. Right here I got Sonic, you got Super Paper Mario. Again, nothing on the bottom of these. These are the standard edition Wii games. This one came out in 2010. This one came out in... Can't find a copyright on this one. This one came out... the Wii is 2006. I don't know when this game came out, actually. I can't find a copyright information on it. But I don't really know. And this is also a standard edition. This one came out in 2007, I think. So here you go. And then I have a couple more of these white standard editions. I have Mario Kart, again, standard edition, and Smash Brothers. So basically all of these have the exact same Wii header, except this one's a bit pale for some reason. I don't know if it's faded, the one on the Sonic game. I don't know if it's faded, or if it's just Sega being slightly different than Nintendo publishing things. So yes. Pretty interesting here that these are the standard boxes for the Wii games. Nothing really on the bottom. They're pretty uniform. They all have the Wii logo on the top. And as for the covers themselves, all of them have this border which says Wii. The exact same identical borders here. All of them have the rating, of course. The rating in the corner. And the other things is that any game which does support Wi-Fi has this Nintendo Wi-Fi connection emblem here, or at least used to support Wi-Fi. The ones that are made by Nintendo, they all have Nintendo in the bottom right corner, and this one has Sega in the bottom right corner. And of course on the back, each one has a distinct description, and every single game has a number of players, so that's 2 player, 1 player, 2 players, 4 players, 4 players. So yeah, so that's it. Now, of course, there's this game, which is red for some reason. I guess I should take the GameStop sticker off this. Great. There's like a million stickers on this thing. Alright, so, yes, this one's red. It has the same Wii emblem, but of course it's in silver this time to contrast the red. And same thing, you got Nintendo here, you got the ESRB rating, and then on the back you have this controller thing, and of course the ESRB rating also back here. I'm just getting some of these tags off because... And of course the spine of this one has the silver Wii logo on red, and also has the game title, so basically it's the same thing as the other ones, except it's a red case. I'm not really sure why they went with a red case. It looks good. I don't know why, but there's the red case. Now, then I have a few Nintendo Selects ones. So I know I've seen some some player's choice type things or some various select type titles on like Xbox and stuff, which where this sort of thing will affect the spine of the game, which can be a bit annoying if you want your spines to look the same. But for these ones, I don't really see a problem. It doesn't really affect the spine of the game. The Wii logo is still here. The only thing that's on the spine is this little emblem, which is fine. And all of them are, so you still got the white Wii header, and it's still got the game logos. And the only thing that, I see here is that it still has the Nintendo logo. The only thing is that the box right now is this frame, this gold and red frame, which I think looks pretty good. The Wii emblem is still on the top, but then it has this Nintendo Selects banner. I actually think these look pretty good, so I don't mind the Nintendo Selects games, line of games. I think they're pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna move on. I do have GameCube and 64 games, but I don't really have cases for those, because most of them are used. They're my friend's stuff, so I don't really have proper cases for those. So we're gonna move on to 3DS games for now, and this will be replaced by Switch. I'm probably gonna sell my 3DS collection and put the money towards the Switch, so probably I'm gonna replace my 3DS stuff with a Switch, because I don't use my 3DS very much, so. But for now, we will examine the games. So, honestly, I think these are a lot less uniform, oddly. So, we're gonna remove the original DS game from this stack. So I have a stack of a few games here. And we're gonna pull out these two that are both Nintendo Selects editions. They both have the same banner, Nintendo 3DS over here. They both have the Nintendo Selects banner rating, Nintendo in the corner. And the spines of these games have the logo, the 3DS logo, and then a little emblem. In that case, it's a Hylian shield, and then a Animal Crossing leaf, and then the title of the game logo, and then the little Nintendo Selects emblem, and then Nintendo at the bottom. So pretty crowded spine for what it is. For such a small game. Alright, now then there's some standard white cases, which are the same thing, they just don't have the Nintendo Selects border on them. Again, you've got this little emblem here, I kind of like that. You got the Pokemon emblem. And same thing, except just no Nintendo Selects banner. Here you got Mega Man. That's about it. But for some odd reason, I have a couple games here which are red. These are both Mario games. This is Super Mario Maker for 3DS. Red case. With, you still got the little emblem. You still got this. And also, this one also has a red case. So, I'm not really sure why this is a thing. And the logos are a little different, but I'm not really sure why some of these games randomly have red cases. What is it with Mario games and red cases? If anybody knows why this is, please comment, because I'm really curious, actually. So the last thing I'm going to look at is Wii U games, because I have a bunch of those as well. Yeah, the Wii U games are probably the largest selection of games I have in box, just because a lot of my Wii games, again, I don't have Robloxes for. I don't have Robloxes for any of my 64 games. I have like one GameCube game. I don't have any boxes for them. So, it's probably my largest selection. I used to have a lot of 3DS games. So, the only game here I don't have a proper box for is actually not a Wii U game. It's actually a Wii game. But it's just down here because my dad and I like to play it, so. But the rest of the Wii U games all have boxes, so this is a pretty good stack of Wii U games. So the first thing I want to notice is that I only have one Nintendo Selects in this batch, which is kind of crazy, actually. This is Super Mario 3D World, another Nintendo Selects one, which is pretty good looking. So the spine has this little curved header, which is okay. Wii U logo, then the little emblem again. A little Mario there. Then the title. Then the little Selects emblem, and the end. So both the Wii and 3DS games we've looked at have custom titles, and this one does as well, custom spine titles. Custom logo on the spine. Again, same kind of thing on the back as the Wii games, not that different. But it does have this curved header. The header is very different. It's got this curved Wii U header. This is the only Nintendo Selects one I actually have. So, now while we're on this, I also happen to have 2 games that have red cases again. I really don't know why. Yeah, there's Mario Kart 8 and Super Mario Maker. Again, I don't know what it is with red cases for Wii U games, or for Mario games. So, I don't really like this too much, because the red kind of clashes with the blue. And then, of course, the, I don't know if the side header is supposed to be differently curved, or if it's just bad. Again, custom game logo, little thing, no Nintendo Selects. Same thing with this game. Custom logo. The Wii U header, normal header. With the yellow stripe. Even the white ones have the yellow stripe. I also don't like that. But the only complaint I have is that, again, the red case. I do think the red and blue work a lot better for this, because obviously it's Mario Kart. And it's also a slightly different, maybe it's just me, it's not really a different shade of red, or something just seems off about the Mario Maker one, I don't really know. So I believe everything else I have are standard editions. Again, same story we've got, and so the things that are prevalent on all the standard editions, except for this one, which is published by Sega. So the things that are prevalent throughout this is, the little Nintendo logo on the bottom, and you've got this little character emblem, the Wii U thing, the curved blue header, and this header with, the yellow stripe. Alright. But here's the odd thing, is that most of these games have custom logos, like the Wii games, so Nintendo Land, custom logo. Mario and Luigi U, also custom logo. Yoshi's Woolly World is also a custom logo. Donkey Kong Country, custom logo. Wind Waker HD is a custom logo. And then we have Hyrule Warriors, which for some reason isn't a custom logo, it's just a stock font. Xenoblade, custom logo. Splatoon, stock font. Smash Brothers, stock font, except for the Wii U logo there. That's weird. And Zelda, stock font, except it's a bit bigger than some of the other stock fonts. Maybe they're all the same size. I honestly don't know. So, the only thing I can figure at this point is that they decided to switch to stock fonts later on. Oh wait, but Woolly World came out in 2015. I don't even know anymore. But all I know is that it's very weird, the way the Wii U went about this. And yes, I could color coordinate all my games, and that would be funny. But yeah, the way the Wii U went about that, the spines are essential, you guys. So yeah, it's a little bit dumb. But yeah, that's just how things are in the gaming world. You have to deal with it. Because, my friends, that's life. So yeah. Again, Wii games. Also, Brawl is a custom emblem. I just realized that. Or custom... not emblem. Custom logo. All of the Wii games virtually have custom logos. All the ones I have, at least. So, yeah. Pretty interesting video concept. I'm publishing this, and hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you all next time. Lovely gamers. Like and subscribe. Bye!